Ma'am, I want to say that I want to give notice to reserve all my rights and inform the court that I'm not here to testify or plead. I'm here to make a special appearance to challenge the jurisdiction only. I would like to see evidence of the affidavit of the people that I've hurt. This is a victimless crime if there's no one that I've hurt. Objection hearsay. Objection hearsay. I'm not a...
We've got a wild one today, guys. A sovereign citizen causing chaos in court. Here, this guy just got busted for speeding, but instead of just paying the ticket, he pulled out his sovereign citizen script like it's going to save him. But the best part is, this dude swears he's not a sovereign citizen, but we all know the truth. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you guys think he's actually a sovereign citizen or not? But let's go.
All right, you need to start your video, please. And you are, is it Tremaine or Tremaine?
The name I'm representing is Tremaine.
Tremaine. And how do you pronounce your middle name?
J.
Tremaine J. Robinson.
On and for the record, ma'am, I want to say that I want to give notice to reserve all my rights and inform the court that I'm not here to testify or plead. I'm here to make a special appearance to challenge the jurisdiction only.
All right, anything else?
Yes, I would like to see evidence of a charging instrument.
Were you not given a copy of the ticket issued by Trooper Collins?
The charging instrument that I am referring to is a sworn affidavit of the client, of the person that I've hurt.
Now, this is a speeding ticket alleging that you did on March 27, 2023 at 8:48 a.m. operate a motor vehicle in Butler County, Kansas at the speed of 92 miles per hour when the posted maximum speed limit was 75 miles per hour. So this would have been out on the Kansas Turnpike, Highway I-35. Now, what else were you wanting to know, sir, as the allegations against you?
I would like to see...
This idiot really thinks you need a victim in court to get charged. Seriously, do you guys think he actually believes his nonsense? Like, here's the thing, though. In court, you don't need a victim to be tried for something like speeding. That's because traffic laws are about maintaining public safety, not just individual harm. The law is there to stop reckless behavior, not to find someone who got personally injured. I don't know if I even needed to explain that, but maybe there's a sovereign citizen watching, so I just wanted to clarify. These sovereign citizens, like this guy, believe you need a victim because they think the system only works if someone was directly harmed. But that's just a big misconception. Speeding, for example, is about preventing potential harm to everybody on the road, not just a single person. But let me know what you guys think. Does this guy actually believe his nonsense or not? Let's dive back in.
Violated the laws enacted to protect the people of the state of Kansas, but this is not the type of crime which would require or have individual names listed. So your next point, if any?
My next point is, as I said, ma'am, I'm not here to testify. I'm not here to plead. I would like to see the affidavit with 2 signatures for the person that I've hurt. If I didn't hurt anybody, there's no crime.
All right, well, I'm going to proceed. The subpoena was issued July 7, 2023 for Trooper Collins. Then on July 31st came a correspondence from the defendant as referred to by Mr. Regier herein. Looks like it's about 7 typed pages, and as counsel said, it's entitled Challenge for Jurisdiction and addressed to Butler County District Court Clerk, Butler County District Court Clerk, Office of the Attorney General Derek Schmidt. And it mentions subtitles, Under the following case law, I request case 2023 TR 1193 be dismissed. Pretty much standard language that is used by folks who call themselves or are considered sovereign citizens. Quote, it is on this date, July 27, 23, I, Tremaine J. Robinson, it's Tremaine-J, Robinson, in the county of the Seminole of the state of Florida and a zip code, a natural man, attorney in fact, as a living human being who's the beneficiary of Tremaine J. Robinson trademark. Swear that the information in my sworn statement is truthful to the best of my knowledge and understanding. I, Tremaine J. Robinson, beneficiary of Tremaine J. Robinson, revoke my signature on any and all pages of any and all tickets, summonses, contracts, and or agreements signed by the side of the road of the state of Kansas by Officer Collins K. And so here we are. Now, Mr. Robinson, normally I would be upset that you filed what appears to be in part a motion for discovery and you didn't get that. However, you did not address that document to anybody but Butler County District Court Clerk Traffic Court, Butler County District Court Traffic Court. You sent one to a P.O. box in Topeka, and then you sent a copy of it to the Attorney General. But you did not send it to the Butler County Attorney. Therefore, he did not know you were trying to get discovery.
Ma'am, I do have a tracking number that says it was delivered at the Butler attorney.
Okay, well, that's not on file. What you want to present that at this time?
Did this idiot really just say he sent out his discovery the day before the hearing? Come on, man. This guy is clearly trying to get out of his speeding ticket by claiming he sent his request in the mail, but only a day before his court date. That's just not going to fly in court. You're supposed to send your discovery request in advance, usually well before the hearing, so both sides have enough time to gather and review the evidence. It's definitely not a last-minute thing, and trying to use that as an excuse is obviously him just trying to delay or dodge the ticket. Maybe not. Maybe this guy just got confused and sent it last minute. I'm not really too sure, though. Let me know what you guys think. Let's dive back in.
It's a multi-subject document, but this document filed by the defendant that I'm giving the benefit of including what he offers as a motion for discovery was not filed with the clerk until July 31st. So that was after the statutorily required 21 days. And then it was not filed upon the prosecutor who would have, or the witness who would have held any evidence, but rather again on Butler County Clerk in Topeka, Kansas, that to my knowledge doesn't exist, the Butler County Clerk in El Dorado, and Attorney General then Derek Schmidt in Topeka. And that's if it was served, if I take the defendant's benefit of the doubt, that it was saying it was served sometime yesterday before today's 1:30 trial, the court has to decide if that later time was reasonable, and I do not find that it was reasonably served on the county attorney. I am at this point going to say that any last minute motion for discovery is denied and we are prepared to go to trial. Now I've lost you, Mr. Robinson. Are you still somewhere available?
No.
What are you doing there with your computer?
Right now, I was looking for a document, but no, I am not available for trial.
I seriously can't tell if this guy has an IQ of -4 or if he just thinks he's the smartest person in the world. Either way, this dude is about to get hit with a harsh reality check. It's almost like he's actively asking for contempt by not showing his face and throwing out snarky comments like he's got all the answers. Newsflash, Buddy, the court isn't here for your little game. It doesn't matter how clever you think you are. When you act like that in front of a judge, you're just digging yourself a deeper hole. There's just no way this guy claims he's not a sovereign citizen. He's got all of the qualities of one. I don't really know what he's trying to do here, but let's dive back in.
Court's order, or you could be found in contempt. I don't want to do that. Thank you, sir.
Your Honor, in that particular case, involved a sovereign citizen, where the court noted in the memorandum opinion.
Objection, hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
Case law is not considered hearsay, or
I'm not a sovereign citizen.
all right. He's not a sovereign citizen. Go ahead, Mr. Regier.
Yes, Your Honor. In that case, the Kansas Court of Appeals noted, quote, the defendant thinks the law does not apply to him. He avows that he, unlike other citizens, is sovereign and immune from prosecution. The court went on to address the issue of venue, which the court noted that, quote, venue is generally proper in the county where the crime was committed. I will address that momentarily, as well as referring to KSA 22-2602. Additionally, and perhaps most relevant to this court, the defendant in that case, quote, complains that his objections to the trial court's jurisdiction to prosecute him arise from the claim that he is a sovereign citizen. This is not the first appellate court to deal with such a claim. Another panel of this court used analysis of federal case law to reject a similar claim. And then quoting from Seventh Circuit and Eighth Circuit cases, quote, an individual's belief that his status as a sovereign citizen puts him beyond the jurisdiction of the courts has no conceivable validity in American law. Regardless of an individual's claimed status of descent, be it as a sovereign citizen, a secured party creditor, or a flesh and blood human being, that person is not beyond the jurisdiction of the courts. These theories should be rejected summarily, however they are presented. And with that, I would respectfully call my first witness to the stand.
All right. I do find that this court has jurisdiction and venue to proceed, and the arguments made by the defendant in the 7-page document referred to previously are.
Oh no, all of his genius work in his 7-page book is gone. Too bad none of it was based in law. Honestly, I'm loving this court hearing so far. Just watching this sovereign citizen's face as the judge dismisses all of his nonsense. It's honestly like he's convinced he wrote the ultimate legal manifesto, but the judge isn't even blinking at him. The reality is the stuff he's throwing around is pure fantasy, not even close to anything legitimate in actual law. Sovereign citizens love these weird arguments, but they just don't hold up in court. I genuinely think this guy is an idiot, but I also believe he thinks he's convincing everybody with his arguments. We have sovereign citizens here on the channel who probably don't believe what they say, but I have a feeling this guy definitely does believe what he's saying. Let's dive back in.
Or an annual redirect, no further questions.
All right, Mr. Robinson, this is your opportunity to cross-examine the trooper. You can question him about his testimony. It's not quite time for you to give your own testimony, so these addresses to the trooper have to be in the form of question. You don't have to question him, but you can. Would you like to?
No.
All right. Mr. Regier, any further evidence?
None from the state, Your Honor.
Okay. The state rests then, Mr. Regier?
The state does so rest, Your Honor.
Mr. Robinson, the state rests. They have presented all the evidence they intend to. Would you like to present any evidence? Again, you don't have to. Your silence will not be used as a sign of guilt. But if you'd like the court to consider your position, I'd be happy to do so.
I don't understand.
Well, do you want to tell the court your version of what happened?
No.
All right. You don't wish to present any evidence then. Am I understanding you correctly?
The evidence that I tried to present, you won't give due process.
Okay. But do you want to give any testimony about the events leading up to this ticket, March 27, 2023?
No.
All right. Well, I will find the defendant guilty of speeding 92 and a 75. The scheduled fine is $87. Court costs are $108. The total due will be $195. Sir, you do have the right to appeal this proceeding. You can appeal it to the Kansas Court of Appeals. You have up to 14 days to file that notice of appeal. Your appeal bond will be in cash, the same as what your court costs and fines are. That's $195. Can you have this paid, this fine and cost paid in
Poor sovereign citizen. He sounds and looks so sad here. He really thought he was going to fool the judge today. Like, seriously though, did he think he was going to waltz into court and just magically make his speeding ticket disappear because he pulled out some made-up legal jargon? Drop a comment in honor of our poor sovereign citizen here. This guy deserves a little sympathy. I'm just kidding. In all seriousness, guys, this guy had it coming. When the judge asked if he wanted to question the witness, this was his one and only fighting chance, and he completely blew it. If he had said something, even just a few words, he might have had a shot. Instead, he just sat there like a deer in headlights, watching his case fall apart. And now he's talking about appealing the $195 fine. But honestly, I have a feeling that's not going to end well for him either. You can't just ignore the law and expect things to go your way. It's never worked, ever. Let me know what you guys think. Do you believe this guy thought he had a real chance? Or was he just setting himself up for failure from the start? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this one. If you enjoyed watching this ridiculous court hearing unfold, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Take care.